Hi guys. I wanted to talk to you today about what actually is going to happen. I'm going to include a video by a YouTuber. I don't know her name, but she talked about prophecies that is going to come, and the one that gone already through, and what to expect. Okay. So she talks about the rapture and how the first fruit, of God is going to go to heaven, right? And as I was telling you, remember a few days ago, I talked about, before this even video was posted, this video was posted 2 days ago. And what I talked about, this exact thing, before the video was posted. And she said exactly what I told you. There is two raptures, right? I told you the one is going to be harvested first are the purest, right? And then the second one. She goes on to explaining there is 10 tribes they're associated with the Christ, one with light and one without. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's symbolic, but the one with light is going to go to heaven first, the 5, and the other 5 is going to go afterward. It's going to be raptured after. So what I wanted to talk about here is all connected. Okay? What's coming is all connected. And she explained about the lady in heaven, she's going through birth pain, and there is a red dragon and stuff. She explains also, she gave birth. When this comet went by Earth, and it went directly through her birth canal, right? And so that was in October, I can't see, she said 10th or 12th, but watch the video. I'm going to include it in the comment section. So she gave birth. She gave birth to a child or a son, if you will, and this child is going to rule the earth with iron fist. That's what the prophecy says. Okay? The dragon, after she gave birth and this comet went by, it went straight by the sun, and it sent a lot of solar flare going through the earth. Okay? That actually is basically a sign of birth, happening. Okay? Then she goes into explaining what happened to the dragon. The dragon came to earth with the lady of the stars, the one who gave birth to the sun. She's actually in earth. Okay? So she also goes into explaining she will remain for, she says 40 days and then she says 80 days, so I'm not really sure which one is which. If a male is 40 days, I think, female is 80 days. Okay? So that's where she gets her numbers from. She remains unclean for 80 days. If it's a female, if it's a male, it's 40 days. I think that's what she said. And then she's going to go into heaven. She's actually descending into heaven. Okay? It is all symbolic because it's this lady of the stars is the Virgo constellation. Okay? So I'm not sure. It's symbolic, meaning she's not actually on earth, but she in heaven. But this is what the analogy is saying, you know. So after this birth, she's given birth to a son. So this is similar to the story of Jesus, you know, the one, you know, conquering the earth and stuff. And this is exactly what basically Raksha puzzle she's explaining, what she's talking about, this prophecy. Okay? The other thing I wanted to talk to you about your makeup, about who you are. So there is a story that there was a beast that was awakened when the war in heaven between a dragon, you know, was it Lucifer or Satan? One of them actually transformed into a beast and he went to heaven. And there was a war in heaven. And he was casted out of heaven into the abyss. Okay? So the same story, part of this beast was taken from the beast. God made pretty much a 7-headed dragon. The 7 are one. I think I mentioned that before. The 7 are one. The 7-headed dragon. Okay? This 7-headed dragon is going to bind to the elect, the 144,000. Okay? Is basically the power of God. Okay? So the original beast is called Cherion. Cherion, I'm going to include also a link where I got this information from, so you can just read it for yourself. It's currently bound in the abyss. Okay? There is some people trying to release this beast. Okay? But this beast can only be released by the right hands of God. And basically is going to be activated only with the right hands of God. Because God, when He created this 7-headed dragon, the serpent, and He basically put a lock on it with His right hand. Okay? These people who I think, you know, I'm just kind of want to give you really clear indication who you're dealing with. These people know who you really are. Okay? When this beast was, you know, lost a war, obviously, and he was casted down, you know, the story foretells is God taking part from this beast because it was very powerful beast and made basically mendable kind of another version of it. But he uses the Vril fire, the strongest fire in the universe, to bind, because it was that dragon that was casted down into the abyss. There were 7 of them. There were 7. Basically, is a shapeshifter. Basically shifts to 7 different dragons constantly. When he's at war, he's constantly shifting. and each aspect of these seven very powerful. It just kind of they're coming together, one leaves, one like that. It's like they're activating, So God bound the seven into one, okay? And He uses clay or mud and virile fire to make, okay? I mentioned in a previous video there was another 144,000 in heaven, which is, I already talked about the Sephirim. Sephirim? Yeah. Are, and the cherubim, but the Sephirim are the 144,000, because they're the only ones were mentioned are serpents or dragons. They are in heaven. So they're going to, whoever is going to be elected from the 144,000, the Sephirim is going to bound to that one, is the chosen one. And God is going to activate the power of the 144,000 with the right hand. So I'm telling you, this activation is coming, okay? And that's why all these things are happening to you. 9 years ago when my targeting began, somebody told me this, I would have said like, no way. It doesn't really make any sense. But when you are severely targeted, it opens your eyes to who you really are. I question myself. I kept looking at myself in the mirror, like right now I'm doing. And I said, who am I? Why all of this is happening? I sensed fear. Like that, I used to sense a lot of fear, and I didn't know why. Why would somebody be afraid of me? You know what I mean? And then everything came together, when you started talking to God and asking for God's support and asking for God, to open your eyes to the unknown, to reveal to you. And God never fails, so He opened my eyes to a lot of things. So I'm sharing with you who you really are. This is the power of the serpent or the dragon. Seven-headed dragon is coming. Okay? And so now you're seeing the whole picture. Okay? Because remember I talked to you about the omega 369, which is your DNA. The Sephirim are our forefathers, the one in heaven with God. You are the modified version of the Sephirim, which the Sephirim is the most powerful beings in the universe. Okay? And we are the modified. So when you bind them with you, the power of God will manifest in your life. Okay? So that's what the fear was coming from. They never told, what the fear is all about. But you sense it. You sense the fear going on. Even though they would deny it if I were to ask them, they would deny it. But these people you're dealing with, I'm gonna mention their name because they said I've been talking about them too much. I'm not gonna mention their name, but you know who they are. Okay? We'll see how that go. If now I'm not talking about them, they're still gonna talk to you. But anyhow, they believe in prophecy. They believe in prophecy more than anything. They believe in prophecy more than creation or any holy book or any of that. They believe in prophecy. Okay? Lady of the Star, she has access to prophecy, you know, because she's the one who used to prophesy of things happening to Cronus about he will father a child that he's gonna take away his kingdom. Basically, he's gonna basically remove him and be the king of the kings. So this is what the prophecy when she went and spoke to Cronus, and Cronus was eating all the children because he wanted this prophecy to be stopped. He wanted this prophecy to manifest. So these people you're dealing with, they believe in prophecy more than anything They know, this prophecy. They believe in prophecy because they know how God actually tells the story of life or what's going to happen, because they know. But God is not predictable. So what I'm trying to say, God is not predictable. These people, they think God is predictable because He's going to spin something. It's going to be completely more than they imagine. Something they have not thought about. Because all-knowing, you think He doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? And so I believe, in my true sense, it's really, they're not going to win it. They're not going to win this war. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know things about this dragon and of abyss and part of your makeup, how you were made up, how, you know what I'm saying? So why God make you and their forefathers Sephirim the guardian of the universe? Why would God make you? You know what I'm saying? So they know about that. And so I just want you guys to understand prophecies. And watch this video I'm going to include about the deadlines and things is happening and whatnot. And because when that time comes, they're going to come swinging. Trust me. So I just want you to be vigilant and prepare yourself mentally. I'm not telling you out of fear base. It's not. Do not be afraid of anything. That you're gonna be great because you are part of God's army. And align yourself with God. That's what I'm telling you. I don't think I could never, emphasize on being, one with the Creator. Be one with God. The law of one and all of that. God expects this from you. Okay? When the enemy told me before to mock God, they told me God is lying to you. Could you believe that? These people telling me God is lying to me. Okay? It doesn't matter. If God is lying to me, I choose still to believe God. If you think He's a liar, right? Okay? This is what you said. I didn't say that. So, I'll be worried when you say such a thing. Okay? They told me, also they said, well, you know what? Also what they said about God? They said God needs help. Can you believe that joke? But I thought God was dead. You said God was dead, right? You told me God was dead as well. So now you're admitting He's alive? So anyhow, and you can tell it's very funny how this coin is being flipped so many times. Okay, and if you choose to believe what the enemies are telling you, you are not one with God. Okay, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to include these videos. You guys need to go and do a little bit of research about who you are. I just told you who you are. Okay, and just look online also. You know, there's a guy on YouTube, a rabbi, can't remember his name, but he has a video. He says the dragons are here. Just look it up on YouTube. He says the dragons are here. How do you think this rabbi knows about it? The Jewish rabbi knows about it. How do you think? Okay, so I'm just telling you, they know about you more than you. Yeah, before you even know yourself, they know about you. Okay, so I hope this information was helpful for you, and align yourself with the one.